Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play. Hey wait, that's not our ship! What are we doing here? Well, welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank Going Commando for the Sony PlayStation 2. We are on planet Aranos in the Flying Lab. And we've been incarcerated after the things that we did on Buldan in Silver City. We went looking for Abercrombie Fizzwidget, and we only ended up finding his robotic clone. And now we're trying to get out of here after Clank's lady friend suddenly decided to show up. Clank's lady friend from earlier in the game that we met only once. Apparently she has helped us find an air vent that got us here. And now we gotta pay attention to the lava here. There are only 3 platforms that you can be on when the lava is all the way up, and you want to make sure you're on one of them or else you're going to die immediately. And by breaking this, we get a brand new robot.
Use it to hammer objects.
So once again, we're playing as Clank, and we're gonna have to go through this little air vent-like area, these little corridors, command our robots again, and get them to do things. Now the hammer bot hits things with a hammer. That much is obvious, but you have to tell him to hit things. Like this little container here. Hold circle, press down, you can use the hammer as soon as you let go of triangle. That little container with the unstable looking electricity, you have to break those with the hammer bot. And once again, the hammer gets put to good use. And here's a seesaw. You have to use the hammer on this as well, and we got a nice interesting look at the inside of the hammer bot's head there as we approached it. Don't forget to break the crates because you're going to need all the bolts you can get. So let's stand on this lower end, use the hammer, and we'll get knocked over to here. And we want to be very careful as we move around here because not only are there bolts, but there are enemies, and we do have to punch them in order to get rid of them for the time being. You want to hit them before they hit you. And now, we have these guys again. And the best part is, I can still use the hammer. Weird. Though I shouldn't be able to. Let's go ahead and have these guys attack. In case they despawn, we can bring them back. They'll come back and we can stick them on the enemies once more. Thankfully, we have 2. And thankfully, they both survived this time. Work smarter, not harder. And now, let's activate this elevator with the triangle button once we get these 2 guys over here. Let's break these crates for the bolts, and then we can step on this to open the door and let the hammer bot in. He wasn't too far behind, thankfully. Now, let's get these 2 guys over here, and then have the hammer bot take us over here. And from here, our little robot friends.
Requires microbots to open it. Select enter to send the bots into the bot port.
I know what this does, game. Anyway, we have these guys, but these guys will come after us if we get too close. Let's just get straight to this elevator and activate it, then fight our way through here. And then we can break these guys out and stick them on this guy. Use hammer is no longer active because we are no longer near the hammer bot. So, yeah. Say goodbye to the hammer bot if you haven't already. Now let's buzz these 2 guys out. And I need to remember that these guys exist. Now, in case one of them gets wiped out, we can wait for them to return. And now let's have these guys go over here and do the damage. Yeah, when you get up here, those enemies that we needed to avoid earlier, the elevators bring them back up, and you have to sick the microbots on them in order to fight them a little more safely. And wow, he did half of a whole bar of energy when we did that. Now, by hitting the switch, we'll have a power failure on decks 4 to 14. From here, we switch from Clank to Ratchet, and the emergency generators are online. First of all, we need to get to the vendor here, which we saw pretty much in the opening cutscene for this place, and I need to get the synthenoids up and running. I'm going to get money for the vaporizer ammunition that I used on Baldan, and if I can get to it, let's go ahead and refill on the bouncer. And let's bust out the bouncer and the synthenoids. And there are people here. Too bad they're going to get wiped out. But at least they give us bolts, so at least there's that. And I am getting hit here, and when I shouldn't. I'm trying to play it safe, and it ain't working. And I'm going to let the bouncer do a little bit of the work here. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get the bolts dropped by our fellow prisoners. And then I need to shoot this just in case, because I'm afraid I'm going to run into something that I don't want to run into. And that was it. There was supposed to be an enemy here, but we wiped him out. Amazingly. Now, when you get on this platform, you'll get moved around a little bit, but thanks to the synthenoids, we can easily take care of them. They'll just fall into the lava sideways, and you won't have to deal with them anymore. And now, we're going to take this platform and go over here. I'm going to have my synthenoid friends take care of things for me on this end. And there's nothing to do here but to leap off the walls. And I'm going to fire that. Well, it was a good thing I did. I want to make sure that the bouncer does some things for me. I'm going to go ahead and bust out some more synthenoids just to be safe. I want to make sure that I level them and the bouncer up. That would be a very cool thing to do. And how are we doing? Synthenoid and bouncer are neck and neck on experience. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get our newfound loot. And it doesn't look like you can go anywhere, but you may notice this wall here and maybe the platform. We're going to need the wall jump to the platform, and then we need to jump from one platform to the next before they all disappear, or else we have to do that all over again. And they can't get us here. So I can take a bit of a breather here and let the bouncer do some of the work, which is alright by me. Now, if some of these shots could get down there, that would be great. There we go. Okay. And there's nothing in this room. And once we take this elevator, we switch back to Clank. we need to make our way down this corridor, and we have a checkpoint, and we need to be very careful how we do things around here. Let's break these crates for one, and we also need to wait on this lava. I don't know how okay. We're going to need to double tap the jump button in order to make our way down. Then we need to make our way to this platform. And then we can get over here. And that will get us to the bridge builder bot. And from here, we can build a bridge. And we can get rid of these guys. Barely got bitten there, but thankfully we survived. Now, the bridge builder bot, we're going to have to wait on them at this elevator before we can activate it. You know, once you get on this activator, the bridge builder bot will rejoin you, which is awesome. And from here, we need to just punch our way past these guys, and then we can build another bridge. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Now, it may look like this bridge leads to nowhere, but if you jump off the very edge and hover, you can just make it to the edge and grab it. And from here, we have 2 bridge builders. Let's go ahead and rebuild here. Bye, first guy. Hello, second guy. And from here, we need to start attacking. And in case these guys get wiped out, I can always send them back. It helps to have them show up in pairs, because even if one of them gets wiped out, the other one will get to that enemy. And now, we have the bridge builder back, we have the hammer bot, and we have the 2 microbots. Make that 3. We're going to need the 3. And when you have the hammer multiple things, you have to keep using it, because you'll only be able to hammer one thing at a time. He always salutes after striking something, so yeah, keep that in mind. Now let's bust this microbot out. Let's get that out of the way. And let's build a bridge. Because we're not going to be able to clear that by ourselves. We do need to bring everyone else here, so that way we can open this up. If they can stop being confused. And we can enter this little area. Now we're back to playing as Ratchet, and what do you know? There's another wrench right there.
Hey, check this out. Another wrench.
Who are you talking to? Anyway, more platform time. Now this time, you have to do one that you can only leap onto the side of. You have the wall jump off of that. And from here, the gravity boots kick in, and we get up to the ship. And thankfully, we're going to have fun with the Synthenoid. Be careful as you go through here. I don't need the bouncer for this, because once the Synthenoid shoot these guys, we'll just knock them to the side and they just fall sideways. We are using the gravity boots after all, and okay, you found somebody, and I'm going to let you shoot them. I'm going to bust out the bouncer, too. Why not? Okay, buddy, have your fun. Aww. Well, time to let you go to work. I'm not sure exactly what you're going to hit, but you're going to hit something. I hope they don't see me. That would be dreadful. No, I don't want to follow. I don't want to move. Look in that direction, game. Stop. Stop. Ah. I'm going to have to step in and out. Yep. There were more guys there. I did not going to get wiped out that way. And there's just the one guy left. I wonder, can they take care of him for me? Want to watch out and make sure I don't get absolutely destroyed here. That would be terrible. If only you could get ammo for the synthenoids. Would make it easier to get back to using them more often without having to rely on a vendor machine, but what can you do? Anyway, let's jump over here. And we need to be very careful what we do here, because there's 2 of those wall jumps that we have to do up here now. And then we can get up here. And if you need health, you can get it here. And I am at full, apparently. I thought I took more damage than I thought I did. But once you go through here, you'll reunite with Clank.
So, did you run into your little friend out there?
I do not know what you mean.
Where did she go, anyway? Well, we might as well go through here and pick up what we can. And we might as well refill on what we can refill on. There's our ship, but there's a force field around it. We're going to have to turn it off, so we're not done here yet. What do you lead to? Nothing. Except more bolts. And a ladder. What are you? What are you? I don't remember going through here in the practice run. This is wild. Okay. Okay. First of all,
This force field must be deactivated to access your ship.
gee, you think? Well, before we do anything, we do want to glide down here. Down here is a platinum bolt. This is the only pickup in all of Aranos. We just have one platinum bolt. There's no skill points here or anything. And this is all that there is. And now we need to use a levitator to get back up. Let's make sure we follow the force field here. And then once we're over in this direction, we can barely make it back here. Now, what are you supposed to be? First of all, let's wait for the lava to not do that. What are you supposed to be? What are you supposed to be? Maybe I have to make sure this is up before I can use it.
Hey, I know those pants.
Consarn it! Here's the problem.
Excuse us, sir. What are you doing here? In this galaxy?
I can't control where things break. I just fix them.
Surely someone in this galaxy could...
Shh! I know that, but they don't. I get triple time and travel expenses.
Ew. What's that?
Some dead-burned fool flushed this perfectly good quark action figure. it's a little ripe, but look at that craftsmanship. You want to buy it?
It's the plumber from the first game! We met him way back at the first planet we could go to! He's back! And we can buy the Captain Quark action figure for 20,000 bolts, which is pretty cheap, considering that we need to take it back to... Where is it? Oh yeah, Tadano. I think it's Tadano. Yeah, we need to give it back to that Quark fanboy in exchange for something else. Yeah, let's get it.
There you go, pal. See you in another year or so.
What did he mean by that?
It means there's going to be a sequel to this game, Clank. That's what that means. And there was. With Up Your Arsenal. So yeah, you have to go down here to this weird little area here just to get to this guy, who you can't talk to anymore, and get the Quark action figure. That's really neat. Wait. Aw, he's gone. So there's no reason for us to be here anymore. And, now I have to get myself out of here. I have to get out of here now. Alright. We're out of here now. Let's take the door that we're supposed to go through, which is right through here. Now, thankfully, we don't have to deal with any more enemies, so I don't have to bust out the synthenoids or the bouncer or anything like that for the remainder of this area. We will have to do some more levitator stuff, and we have to use the infiltrator to even open this door. Amazingly, I was able to kind of figure that one out. Now here, the lava does rise and fall. So, you do need to be careful. Make sure the lava is going, at least going down when you start going through that area. Okay. And now, we have this area. You want to make sure that the zappers aren't zapping as you make your way through here. You can easily avoid the pink ones, but the blue ones do have a pattern. So do the white ones. Kind of. And these also have the lava working with them. And I also want to make sure I stay away from the drills, too. Are there any things that I can break here? I want to make sure before I go ahead. Okay. Just these two crates. Perfect. And once you go through here, you'll get another cutscene.
Ratchet, Clank, I hope this gets through to you. I'm transmitting from the Thugs for Less fleet. This ship just returned from a megacorp distribution center, and I think I found the answer to...
Hey, who's there?
Meow.
Aw. Wait a minute. What are you doing here? Sending a message to your little pals, huh? Well, say goodbye, boys. Take her to headquarters.
Whoa! Did you see that?
Yes, Angela knows how to defeat the Protopet.
And?
And she does a terrible cat impression?
And we have to rescue her from the thugs.
Agreed. We need that answer.
And we have to protect her.
Okay. will upload the coordinates.
And we have new coordinates for another place, Planet Gorn, where we will be able to find the Thugs for Less fleet. And it looks like Angela Cross has been captured. We're going to have to save her. By hitting this switch, not only do we open a path leading to here, but we can also get to the ship after deactivating the force field. And from here, we are done with Planet Aeronos. So, let's go ahead and save the game. And I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Join me next time where we head to Planet Gorn. Actually, we could postpone that for a little while and go for other things. There is that one platinum bolt that I did want to get my hands on, and I also want to do the hover bike races and the battle arena challenges on planet Joba. And there's also the flying through the rings in the Harugas cloud. I still want to do all of that too. And of course, that one skill point that involves all of the Gadgetron weapons as well. Don't know when I want to do the Gadgetron weapon skill point, but I still want to do it. I still want to get everything that this game has in terms of things that you can do. And I will do some of those things in the next video. So, join me next time where we tackle some side stuff, get us some platinum bolts, get some skill points maybe, and also take care of some other stuff. Hopefully, I will be able to get my hands on some bolts as well, and maybe level up the Synthenoids and the Bouncer. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!